Hi, I'm Chris, and my favorite movie of all time is the 2009 Paul Rudd and Jason Segel classic, I Love You Man. And in honor of that, I'm gonna fix up my new bass. Because you know, I was recently gifted this 2005 Squier P Bass from my father-in-law, and it sort of gave me this perfect idea. You see, the bass has been kind of sitting in his cellar for like the last 8 years or so. So, you know, it's seen better days. You know, it needs some work for sure, and I'll show you that momentarily. But it's not a problem to me because I like to kind of fix things and to make stuff. And I play guitar primarily, but I've needed the bass for a very long time. In fact, it's sort of been an excuse as to why I haven't been recording or making music. I sort of let it be this obstacle, like, well, when I get a bass, then I'll have everything I need to start recording or start writing music. And that it kind of struck me as odd because every creative pursuit that I've had or shown any interest in has kind of been held up in that way. But the idea here is to fix this up. So let me show you the issues. It has extremely high action, and that's either due to the truss rod from it being in a cellar with like varying temperatures and humidities for several years. I can do with the bridge. The pickups are crazy crackly, and I remember trying this about a year ago. I tried doing that contact spray stuff to kind of clean up the pots, and that didn't work. So I've just decided to upgrade the pickups and the electronics altogether just to make it kind of breathe some new life into it. Right, so where do we start? Well, I'm gonna upgrade the pickups. These are the original pickups that came with the guitar, and they don't really work anymore. I'm sure there's probably something that can be done to save them, but I just figured since I'm replacing all the electronics, I'm replacing the pots with some Switchcraft pots from StewMac. There's a whole wiring kit that comes with, you know, volume tone pot, input jack, and the wires. I figured I'm getting all into that. I might as well just also replace the pickups. And for those, I'm going to be using the Fender 63 Precision. I think the strings that are on here are probably the original strings. If not, they are pretty close to the original strings that were put on here probably around 2005. They are disgusting, and it is time to change them. So I'm going to be using some super light gauge D'Addario XL strings. I'm also going to be replacing the bridge with a Fender branded bridge. So I ran into my first lack of research problem. Well, the posts for the replacement pots that I got are actually too wide to go through the holes that are already drilled into the pick guard. Luckily, there's a drill press right here. All right, not the most beautiful soldering or wiring job. it's done. So this was a lot more work than I thought it was gonna be. As you saw, I changed the pickups, I changed all the electronics, the pots, the bridge, and I needed to adjust the neck. And I ran into problems with just about every step. Now, the electronics were a nightmare. The schematics, I had two different schematics and they were both telling me different things. I tried both of them, neither of them worked. It was one from StewMac and then one from Fender themselves, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. It was the pickups. In shipping at the factory or something, one of the ground wires that was connected to the base plate wasn't a good connection, so it had come undone. I grounded it, and now I get sound, and it works. It looks exactly the same. It looks like I didn't do anything to it. But it sounds a lot different, and here it is.